So I just spent 1 hour with the Galaxy Z Fold 4 and Z Flip 4, Samsung's latest foldable phones here in 2022. And in this hands-on video, I am super excited to quickly show you and talk to you about some of the subtle yet significant changes made to these foldables over their predecessors. Starting with the Fold 4, we have a lot of new exciting updates to both hardware and software. Despite not looking all too much different on a spec sheet or at a quick glance, Samsung managed to make the Fold 4 even lighter, which is something I immediately noticed and appreciated when first picking it up, and that lighter weight still made room for a beefier camera bump on the back, now sporting the same lenses found on the Galaxy S22 lineup of phones, which is an excellent camera setup I've been very pleased with over the course of 2022. A lot of you will also be pleased to hear that the outer display is now a bit wider at little to no expense to the one-handed experience and much more helpful to the two-handed typing experience, which was once again immediately appreciated after my past year of many typos and crammed typing on the more narrow Fold 3. Another slight improvement here over the Fold 3 is a less visible under-display camera on the inner display, which you will have to simply take my word for because on camera it doesn't look all too much different, but in my initial side-by-side comparisons, I could definitely notice it being a lot more hidden. The hinge on the left has once again been slimmed down, and overall this Fold 4 feels like a very nicely refined Fold 3 with some noteworthy internal upgrades as well, with a new 1TB storage option and the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 chipset, which appears to be very snappy and responsive in some basic testing and should deliver some much appreciated battery enhancements. On the software side of things, Samsung is rolling out Android 12L, a software designed for foldables, and showing some good signs initially of better use of that large 7.6-inch inner display with a dock of apps on the bottom of the screen, which I could tell makes multitasking or simply switching between applications so much easier. All of this is topped off with a bit of a facelift on the exterior of the phone with some nice new color options like this beige and a new color called gray green, which changes color depending on the lighting. The edges are flashier with a glossy finish opposed to a matte finish, which I found makes the phone a bit easier to hold and overall gives this fourth generation of foldables more of a look of a luxury item in my opinion. On the flip side, the Flip 4 doesn't have as many differences as the Fold 4, but it has changes in the right places, especially the battery, which was the weakest aspect of the Flip 3. Samsung increased the battery capacity by about 12.5% from 3,300 milliamp hours to 3,700 milliamp hours, and that increase, along with the more efficient chipset, should make for much needed battery improvements, which I'll certainly be testing in due time on the channel. Something I am also super excited about is that the Flip 4 now sports Samsung's 25-watt superfast charging, which is an excellent upgrade over the Flip 3's 15-watt charging and is a great way to alleviate any further battery concerns for me personally. The Flip 4 is also opting for a slightly beefier camera array, with the lenses now protruding out of the phone, but I was still wishing for a telephoto lens here as we just have a standard and wide-angle lens. The outer display hasn't seen too many changes, but there are some great camera options easily accessed here, like the portrait mode. The changes on the inside might need you to pause the video to notice them, but after inspecting the Flip 3 and 4 side by side, I came to the conclusion that there are slightly thinner bezels on the Flip 4. Both the Fold and Flip are rocking some new cases, like this one on the Flip offering some hinge protection, and this awesome Fold 4 case which houses a color-matching S Pen, in addition to having a detachable function which allows you to add other clip-ons like a built-in stand, should you prefer that at any given time. We of course have some color-matching earbuds to go with the Fold and Flip 4 as well, and I wanted to quickly mention that these new Buds 2 Pro seem very promising, as they have a very snug and comfortable fit in the ear, and the noise canceling is very good in my initial testing. The case and buds themselves also have a very nice feel and matte finish to them, perhaps having something to do with the recycled plastics they are made of. We are also getting the Galaxy Watch 5 and Watch 5 Pro, which I am personally very excited for, but that will be another video for another day. Overall, to wrap things up, I'm very excited about the enhancements made to Samsung's foldables, which I personally thoroughly enjoyed using over the past year, and changes made on this 4th generation, while not drastic, are what I would say much needed quality of life improvements, building off the success of already successful foldable phones. But I'm curious to hear your thoughts on the Fold 4 and Flip 4 in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe for much more fold and flip content, which will be making its way to the channel very soon. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.